Hello everybody, I'm Chef Rob. Today we're going to make a churro chocolate chip banana bread. You will get about 8 to 10 slices out of it. It freezes really well. Okay, you can portion it out in your freezer if you like, or freeze the whole thing. Just get all that air out of the bag. First thing we want to do is have a stick of room temperature butter. A stick is a half of a cup. So room temperature butter, you should be able to go just like that. Just kind of take your thumb, put it in there like that. You don't want to melt the butter and you don't want it very cold. Okay, so either take it out about an hour, hour and a half ahead of time, or put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds just to kind of loosen it up. We want 1 full cup of sugar. And we're going to put that right in here. We're going to take our electric beater and we're just going to beat the butter and the sugar just till it's creamed. And then we'll start adding in 3 large bananas or 4 small to medium sized bananas. The riper the bananas, the better they will be. Okay, so if you got a lot of brown spots on it, it's the perfect banana. But if you want to keep a banana from turning too dark, just take a little piece of aluminum foil, put it right on here, and it will stop it from going any further. Okay, so you just want to get that sugar and butter mix all mixed in here. If you are making this along with me, you can put on your oven to 350 right now, because this is kind of a quick bread where everything just goes in steps, but all goes into one bowl. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this to the side. I am going to take my 4 medium-sized bananas and just throw them into a bowl, and I'm just going to mash these up. If they're soft enough, the beater will do it, but if not, then you want to make sure you mash it yourself. You could take a potato masher, you could take your, if you have gloves, just mash it up like that, or use just your bare hands. Okay, and our last banana. Just kind of pop that right in here. So I am just going to take my hands and mash this up here. And then you should have 2 eggs out. You want the eggs to be at room temperature if possible. It will just incorporate the batter really, really nicely, and everything is evenly distributed for your baked good. And that's on all baking. Make sure there's not too much of a chunk of the banana left in here. Now we're going to take the banana and put it in with the sugar and the butter mixture. We have our bananas in there. Let's add in 2 eggs. And then some pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract. Just like that. And now we're going to turn our electric beater on again. And we just want to get it really good and combined. If you wanted to add walnuts to this, walnuts would be perfect going into this. And then we're going to make a churro topping at the end with a little cinnamon sugar, and that really just finishes this bread off really, really nicely. Okay. Now we're going to move over to the dry ingredients. The dry ingredients, we want 2 full cups of the flour, all-purpose flour. And just make sure that it is nice and level, just like that. Just put it right in here. And then we want some baking soda. Baking soda, 1 teaspoon. Again, just shake it to where it's level. And then 1 teaspoon of, sorry, a half teaspoon of kosher salt. And then some ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon. Let's mix that right in there. And now we're just going to blend this up. You want to get the flour all combined in here. This is a bread that you want to put right into the oven as soon as your batter is done. This will last for about a good 3 days on the counter and a few more days if you had it in the refrigerator. Just bring in all that flour from the sides of the bowl. This is a really tasty batter. And in a minute we're going to fold in some chocolate chips. So I am using the semi-sweet chocolate chips, but if you like the milk chocolate or dark chocolate, you can put those in as well. So we're just going to drop these in here. And just put this on to get it combined, or you could just take a spatula and just kind of fold it in. And then I just kind of lift the beaters up and it just kind of gets all the batter off right against the sides here. Okay, so they came out good and clean. I just want to spray my pan. It's a 9x5 loaf pan. Okay, so just give it a quick spray. That's all you need. Another easy way to do is you could take parchment paper and put it down inside here and have it a little lip to it, and you just lift the bread right out. But if you put the parchment paper in there, make sure you spray the parchment paper as well. I am going to put this batter right in this loaf pan. And always make sure when you are putting it in that all the flour from the bottom is all mixed in. Or put it back in the bowl and just mix it a little bit more. So this is filling up about half of the pan. It will get pretty large, and when it bakes it'll pretty much fill up the whole pan. Okay, so this is perfect the way it is. We're going to make a cinnamon sugar, the churro topping right now. So let's just leave this to the side. Okay, let's make our churro topping, which is a very simple cinnamon sugar. 2 tablespoons of the white sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, the ground cinnamon. Let's kind of move that around a little bit. And then you're just going to kind of lightly dust the top of this bread here. And then you're going to put it into that 350 oven for 50 to 55 minutes. You're going to let it cool completely before you enjoy it. And if you are freezing it, you can let it in the freezer for up to about 2 months. Just make sure you seal it really, really well. Okay. So we will put this in, we'll come back, and we'll see how it turns out. So our churro chocolate chip banana bread came out of the oven. It took about 55 minutes exactly. You just want to loosen it up along the edges here. So that way when you take it out of the pan, it comes out nice and easily. So what I'm going to do is just turn this a little. I let this cool for about 10 minutes. And you can see how you press into it and it comes back. That means it's done. And that's what you do exactly on the top as well. So this is a beautiful cake that I am going to cut open so everybody can see what it looks like. Again, it freezes excellent. It is super moist in there and has a lot of flavor. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll make this. And thank you for always watching my videos. Stay well.